So I've taken off the Opti-Spread, pretty simple thing to do, 4 bolts. Undo these hoses, which I'll have to couple together again. And there was electrical cable, I guess, for all the controls for the various settings for the Opti-Spread that are adjustable. Had to disconnect that and came right off. So now I'm installing the wind blades on here, and I've got hopefully the correct ones on this first row that I worked on, and I'm going to go ahead and get the rest on. And so up here is where the Opti-Spread mounted, hung from and swung from, and right here is where the tailboard bolts to through this hole. So the back end seems to be pretty much identical as far as that goes, so that's where I'll be mounting the tailboard. So now I've drilled out these holes here, and these bushings from the old one will go in here, and I'm going to get those all bolted up in place. So I had to make a couple of new bars here for the linkage to raise and lower the straw chopper because the length was wrong for this type of a tailboard. Now I have to change this plate here. Seems to be a bit different. I don't know if you'll be able to see this very well, but it's a little bit different than on a combine with a conventional tailboard. This here plate that I'm removing is a bit longer, comes out to about here, and it's a bit lower angle too. Not sure why that is, but there's quite a difference between the two. So I'm going to switch it out and put in a plate that's similar to the one on the factory. So I built this little mount here out of some square tubing, welded the nut into it, and have a bushing in here to fit into this linkage. And now I'm going to just weld that in place there, and then that linkage will be done on this side, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. So one thing I missed, this is the plate that's right directly behind the chopper. Deflects the straw into the Opti-Spread. And this is what the correct one looks like for one with a tailboard. So I made this one up. I'm going to put that in now. A little different design. And one other thing I found, I ordered wind knives for my chopper, and they gave me 20, 10 left and 10 right. And I went to put them in, and I found that my chopper has 6 rows of blades, where typically most of them, and I'm not sure if it's specific to the Opti-Spread that there's 6 rows, but on most of the other ones I looked at, they actually only have 4 rows. So I had to stagger the wind blades that I put in and remove a few of the stationary blades, and we'll see how that goes when we give it a try here. So anyway, now I'm going to put this plate in that goes in to direct the straw into the tailboard fins. No, I haven't been able to get anybody to video from behind. It's been too dusty and can't really see what's going on. But here's the final result. This is about a 60 bushel canola crop right here in this area, and you can see how it's spreading really nicely. And that 6-row spreader is just pulverizing the straw, so there aren't a bunch of long lengths of material left laying in the field. I think it's going to be really nice to see through next year. I don't think I'm going to even bother harrowing. Here's another view, a couple of passes made here. Doing a really nice job, way better than that Opti-Spread did.